All right, so yeah, you guys have, well, the Queen of Cups came out in reverse. It's just like collective, you've made some decisions here. You know what I mean? You made some decisions here. You clearly regret them internally, is what I'm getting. But there's a refusal of growth here. There's a refusal of admitting to lies and gossip and secrets that you were a part of. Whoever's watching this, you know who you are. Chosen ones, unbreakable souls, we generally, I'm not going to say that we're above anybody. You know, this could be an unbreakable soul. This could be a chosen one that just got lost, chose to be with someone, was led astray, feels like their life is turned upside down and they're just looking, they're trying to figure out a way to get back to being who they know they can be. But there's a refusal, there's a fear of exposure here. The best way to get through this, I'm sorry, the best way, that's what I was trying to say, the best way to get over this and to progress is to get through it. Go through it. Do the necessary work. Face face what's coming. Face whatever judgment. Face whatever. I mean, hey, the decision you made, the things you decided to do, it's done. What's done is done. But I'm getting a feeling of you're wanting to change. You're wanting a better life. You're wanting to be different. You don't quite know how to do that. You don't quite know where to start. You're actually like keeping to yourself. You're not really around anyone. You're not in a relationship. You're depressed. The only way for things to get better is to go through it. If you're an unbreakable soul, you're unbreakable. You can get through this. Everyone has a past. Everyone makes decisions that don't necessarily result in ways that they want them to result in, right? But you still gotta face. You gotta face the consequences. If there were lies told, if there were rumors started, there were secrets held, if there were things that were done to individuals, betrayal on your behalf, and no, you don't want to face the consequences. You don't want to face the judgment of that, but you have to. You have to. And a lot of that was probably because you were competing or trying to compare yourself to other people's lives. I'm hearing keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to. There was a reading I did a little while back, and it was about just relaxing, not trying to rush. Maybe you see things happening for people in their lives where you feel like that should be you. You see a person with a reliable partner, a stable family, and you want to hurry up and jump and hop into that when it wasn't necessarily your time, is what I'm hearing. Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own journey. Everything that's done for individuals is for a reason. It's on divine timing. And sometimes when you try to skip steps, try to copy and paste, because you think you know what it took for that person that you're looking at, that person that you're comparing yourself to. You think you know what it took. You think you knew the pieces that you needed in order to get that life, but the way that you obtained those pieces, one, was not the correct way. Two, those weren't your pieces. That wasn't your puzzle. That wasn't your life. In order to get your life and the life you're supposed to have, release perfectionism, death and a rebirth. Then the expansion, prosperity, and growth will happen. I'll be big sis. I'm going to keep saying it. I'll be big sis today. I'll be auntie today. I'll play the role because that's what I'm being guided to provide here. As I mentioned again, I'm going to say this again. Not all my messages are going to be about, sometimes it's going to be about yourself. Sometimes it's going to be something you need to hear that nobody else in your life is going to tell you, or you don't have nobody to tell you because the things that you've done, everyone's left. You've lost all the relationships that you've had. The sun will shine again. You're depressed now, you're sad now, you're hopeless now, but that's okay. The Queen of Cups came out in reverse. You have to heal. You have to heal from this heartbreak you have to heal from this. You're not healed yet from this heartbreak. You're not healed. But you must heal. You have to. Somebody's initial may be M, first name, first, middle, last. Somebody's initial may be W. Somebody's initial may be C, first, middle, last. Six of Wands in the reverse. You really feel like you failed. Hey, snap out of it. Snap out of it and do the work. Period. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Now. Snap out of it. Do the work. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Stop pitying yourself. Do the work. You're not doing the work. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the upright is mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. So to me, obviously you don't have to be literal. That means you're not doing the work. You're feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and do the work. Do the work. So you can get up out of this. Because there's an exit. I did a video. It's called Dark versus Light. Go back and watch that. It talks about in the darkest places, God will always provide a match for you to see through, to see the light at the end of that tunnel. There's a light at the end of that tunnel. Do the work. This is your match. Watch that video, Light versus Dark. In the darkest places, even when you don't feel you can pull yourself up out of it, God sends you a match. A light, a lamp, whatever you want to say. When I say match, I mean the match that creates fire. Pull yourself up out of this. Be unbreakable. I'm getting emotional here. There's tears coming in my eyes. Pull yourself up out of this. You can do it. Okay? I'll be big sis. The Chariot came out. Action and change. The Chariot came out. I said to pull yourself up out of this. The Chariot came out. This is a necessary action and change that you have to get up out of this. You have to. Yeah, okay, whatever. It happened. Yeah, okay, people, mother lovers is going to gossip. So what? So what? Pull yourself up out of it. Nobody judging you. Only God can judge you. Forget them folks. Only God can judge you. Don't care about nobody else. You're being stubborn. You don't want to do the work. Everything that comes out to work is in reverse. You're stronger than this. Don't give up on yourself. You're stronger than this. You're stronger than this. You're stronger than this. You are stronger than this. Dig deep. Pray. You can do it. It's a necessary change. You just feel lonely. Oh, man. Oh. 5 of Cups in reverse. You feel unloved. But God's saying that you are loved. You are not alone. What you're going through right now is not, it's not a loss in the regards of everything that happens to you. You have to think of it as a blessing. You have to think of it as a reason. Yeah, it's hard to let go of this. Yeah, you feel, I'm getting strong Virgo energy. Strong Virgo. Maybe not. It might be in your chart. You're not alone. You are not unloved. Even this person that you think, even this person that left still loves you. If it's family, family will always love you. God hasn't abandoned you. You're not abandoned. This reading is about, listen, when I first did this, I said, this is not about anybody else. This is about you, collective. Sometimes these readings aren't about other people doing things to you. It's about you and the work that you need to do. This card that came out, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, through this reading, may you find a path to your best self. Stop being so darn stubborn. Stop worrying about being perfect in other people's eyes and live your life. Do the work. Do the work. Stop being lazy. Stop. You sitting around, you ain't got no job, you can't take care of your family, you done law, you're single, Woe is me. Big sis. I'm big sis here, okay? I'm auntie. Dependent, I might be old enough to be somebody's mama. Listen. Snap out of this shit. Now. Snap out of it. That's coming from, I'm feeling emotional. Spirit is trying to tell you to snap out of it. I'm hearing you're thinking about harming yourself. No. Two of Swords in reverse. This is a decision that has to be made. Has to be. I can keep going. Something's telling me to keep going. I'm going to start to kind of go to another deck. But you've taken the first step. You're watching readings. You're seeking spiritual guidance. And it's clear that you know what you need to do. It's clear that you are purposely choosing not to do this self-work because you're afraid of how people will look at you, how people will see you. I'm hearing what's done in the dark always comes to the light. And if it's something that God feels needs to come to the light, then it'll come to the light. If he feels like, okay, you got that off, and you know you got that off, so what are you going to do to fix that, to rectify those actions? Because maybe this, but things kind of trickle down. It's like a trickle down effect, right? When you know better, you have to do better. When you hear, when your intuition, when God and your ancestors are telling you to do something, and you know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know how to act and how not to act, you know how to treat people. You know how to treat people because you know how you want to be treated. You can't fake it. You can't steal treatment from people. You can't do things to people sneakingly, connivingly to get the life that you want. That's not how you get it. Changes have to be made here. Has to be made. I'm gonna take a couple more, then we're gonna see what the universe has to say and ancestors, and we're gonna keep it moving because y'all got work to do. 10 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Pentacles upright. If you make this change, your burdens will be lifted. The work that you put in to change yourself, the work that you put in to be a better person, the work that you put in to release past, I'm hearing addictions, past behavioral traits. Release the old you. We got the 9 of Pentacles that came out. That's a luxury. That's a life of luxury. That's self-sufficiency. That's financial gain. There's light at the end of this tunnel. Snap out of it. Now. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Whoever you are, I believe in you. Excuse me. There's love here. There's stability. There's light at the end of this tunnel. There's passionate love. There's abundance. There's peace. There's creativity. Maybe one more. And then we'll... Is there any other... What other message do you have for collective? What other message do you have for collective? All of that comes in the truth. Creativity, lifted burdens, abundance, true love, passionate love. You got to be true with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Stop running from yourself. Stop hiding. Stop. But on a serious note, you have to pull yourself up out of this collective. Whoever you are, please, I'm here and I'm begging you. Please pull this is your an ancestor is coming through. They are begging you. Please pull yourself up out of their crying. They're crying. They're worried. They're worried for you. Please. They're begging you. When you see this, please pull yourself up out of it. Light at the crossroads is what I'm seeing. You might be seeing 11, 1, 1. There's light at the end of that tunnel. You're at a crossroad. This is your light. You're at a crossroad right now in your life. You're at a crossroads right now in your life. This is the light at that crossroad. I'll take one more. Give me one more. I hear you, Spirit. Give me one more. Thank you. Are y'all ready for this? Are you ready? If you needed a confirmation, here's your confirmation, both of these cards, so listen closely. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worried about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. You're dwelling on something here. Here's the other card. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. Snap out of it. Get up out of this. Your ancestors are begging you. God, Spirit, Holy. Snap out of it, girl. Guy, man. Girl came out. Snap out of it. I've been there. We all have. This is coming from somebody who had to snap out of it. Coming from somebody who had to lace up my boots, wipe those tears, and face my past. Face who I was. I'm hearing maybe it'll make you feel better to apologize. Don't be prideful. If you did something wrong and you have an opportunity to apologize and release this, I'm hearing shame, release this regret. You're getting messages from the universe. You're losing sleep. There is someone you want to apologize to. Maybe a few people. Maybe a few people. Few people you're wanting to apologize to. You want to tell them that you love them. The Spirit says, let go of fear. Let go of fear. One more out of this. And we're going to see what the ancestors say. Then we're going to close it out. Because y'all got the gist. Y'all got the message. The message is clear. Really, you've lost inspiration. This person you've lost. You've lost something, and we talked about that earlier about like material, like somebody helped, like material happiness. Like it was more than that. It was this person inspired you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right, for real this time. One more. One more. Thank you. Oh. Reach out to the person. Tell them how you feel. There's something unspoken here. There's so much you want to say. But maybe you can't. I don't know. Y'all got it. That intention energy has lifted. Thank you. For somebody. One more from ancestors. This is going to be our final message of confirmation. Fell on the floor, but Let me try this again. Hold on. All right. Let's try this again. What? Ancestors say they got a lot to say. They said everything that was said was for you. Everything across the floor. But let's get one more, ancestor. Why are these coming out like this? They got a lot to say. All right. That came out and I put it back. This is a lot. But I'll be obedient. And then we'll go ahead and close this out. Because this is... First card is Singer. Hold this because I'm going to need this in a minute. Hold this. I'm going to need the peacekeeper in a minute. I'm going to make her. See where that peacekeeper is. One more storyteller. Where? The storyteller. All right. So let's see what we got here. First is going to be, the first one is Singer. Sing as if no one is listening. This is appropriate whether you sing by yourself, with a group, or to an audience. The self-consciousness you may feel when you sing or attempt to sing, fostered by shame that most likely was embedded early in childhood, physically restricts your vocal cords, constricts your breathing, tightens your muscles, and inhibits the range of your voice. The result is you attempt to sing, your inner critic jumps in to chastise you This reinforces the already existing shame you feel at such self-expression. The barriers that were constructed in childhood and maintained through adulthood can now be dissolved. However, it will take your willingness to do what's necessary to lose that well-rehearsed self-consciousness. Do the work. It will take your willingness to do what is necessary to lose that well-rehearsed self-consciousness. Start by singing in the shower, singing when no one's around, then take a few voice lessons. With or without a musical instrument, make songs up, just as an uninhibited child would do. Over time, you'll find that singing regularly increases your confidence when speaking as well, and your breathing will improve even when you're not singing. Most of all, have fun with this, and remember to call on this ancestor to support your efforts. You're afraid to speak up. You're afraid, which we know, you got it. Sing. Your confidence is shot. You're depressed. Snap out of it, sis or bruh. Hunter's next. The hunter. Once you're clear on the object of your pursuit, organize your thoughts, feelings, and actions so that they support your goal. Be clear on your intention and learn as much as you can about the target of your quest. In doing so, you are establishing a relationship with that which is being sought. You then proceed to follow the trail, using all your knowledge and your senses, staying alert and paying attention to signs and omens along the way. Periodically stop, be still, and listen with eyes, ears, and bodily cues. Following the course, you might hit a few obstacles, but with clear intention, courage, and trust in the Great Spirit, you will succeed. While the original purpose of the hunt may shift and the goal itself may change, you still have to trust that life knows what it's doing, and the higher power will get you through any periods of doubt and uncertainty. Your ancestors felt you need to hear all of these. I was ready to close up shop, and I'm going to be obedient because these messages are aligning with what we were just talking about. Next is the warrior. Talks about boundaries. This ancestor comes to you with the message that your boundaries are too permeable. You have too many things demanding your attention, causing you to lose yourself and compromise your own internal authority. You too easily agree to sacrificing your own needs and values and end up feeling victimized, stressed, overwhelmed, and resentful, blaming other people or yourself for the consequences. In order to truly cherish and honor yourself, you must listen to your inner warrior. Practice saying a clear no so that when you say yes, it is without doubt or equivocation. Practice taking a few moments to decide as you breathe slowly and deeply instead of reflexively agreeing to a request to avoid any anticipated disapproval or chastisement. To build your relationship with this powerful ancestral warrior, you must be willing to take some risks and allow others to have their judgments. You're afraid of being judged. To build your relationship with this powerful ancestral warrior, you must be willing to take some risks and allow others to have their judgments about you without caving in to your fear or their manipulations. You're at a point in your life where it is absolutely necessary to stand up for yourself whenever called for. Turn to this ancestor for support when needed. You think you're alone, you're not alone. Your ancestors are here. They were coming through strong, yelling at you. And then they wanted you to have all these messages here. And I'm being patient and I'm reading them. The next is peacekeeper, serenity. Clinging tightly to righteousness leaves no space for reconciliation, compromise, or resolution. Whether this position is sublimated under a canopy of pretense and duplicity, or through anger, judgment, or rigid moral arrogance, it prevents any possibility for peace and serenity to prevail. Put down your sword, examine your motives, and trust the counsel of your higher self. Throughout history, great change has come through acts of moral conviction compelled or coupled with non-resistance and without combativeness. Your situation can only be eased by letting go of the stance of being right and setting your intention to do whatever it takes. Breathe deeply, meditate, walk in the forest to find inner peace and align your actions with the will of the Creator. That is the only way to come back to a place of peace. I told you you're being stubborn. You want to be right. You're being stubborn. You let people walk away because you hey, I'm not here. It's not always going to be rainbows, sunshine and rainbows. It won't. This is guidance, spiritual guidance. Wisdom. This is wisdom. It may be hard to hear. Rhythm maker. Tempo. You're feeling out of sync with the natural rhythms of your body and your surroundings. Being out of sync can create anxiety, confusion, and in its extreme, disorientation. Pause for a few minutes, close your eyes, and allow your breathing to be at a natural pace. Step out of time and simply notice your heartbeat and your breathing. Notice how even ordinary physical movements such as tapping your fingers, nodding your head, or walking, carrying with them carry with them innate rhythms. Tapping your fingers, nodding your head, or walking carry with them innate rhythms. You don't need a drum to create drumming rhythm. And you don't need to be a professional to move to the beat of your favorite songs. Allow your body to express itself rhythmically, through movement and sound, and notice how doing so can shift your feelings. Let go of your inhibitions and let the rhythm flow through you and express as you. As you let go, you'll enter into a different state of consciousness, one where the rhythm of your movement is moving you. You're depressed. Snap out of it. Pull yourself up out of this depression. Last but not least, storyteller, imagination. Let's see what this final message is. The calling for you now is to seek and listen closely to stories, ones that have meaning and depth, ones that speak to your heart and soul. You'll find these tales in books, movies, your daily life, and fertile grounds of your imagination. You'll also discover amazing stories by asking others about their lives and experiences. When another person opens up and shares their story, be sure to listen attentively with sincere interest and without judgment. Practice making up stories of your own by drawing upon your imagination, especially if there are young children that are willing to not only listen but also participate in the storytelling. We got children? Tell your children some stories. Make up some stories. I made up a song when my baby was, when my daughter was a little baby to help her go to sleep. I made it up. And to this day, it still helps her go to sleep. And she's a preteen. You no doubt have many untold stories about your life as well. And drawing this ancestor card indicates that it's time to communicate your personal story. Sharing stories is a way to connect with others and enrich everyone's experiences. We cannot live multiple lives, but we can learn from others through their stories, and they can learn from us as well. Thank you, ancestors. Oh, what a long reading. I don't know if I'm going to have to break this up. If you made it this far, this message was definitely for you. It was resonating. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, this was for you. Big sis, auntie, mama, whatever you want to consider me at this point. This was for you, and I provide this message with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Directly. Remain unbreakable. And until next time, bye.